today, and also AMFM 247.com and 50-plus AM/FM stations across the country and around the world. And there is going to be a fantastic presentation coming to the McPherson Opera House. And, of course, we love the McPherson Opera House. We go down there every chance we get to cover events, and if you want to get more information, it is McPhersonOperaHouse.org for event schedules, ticket information, everything you could possibly want. It's available at McPhersonOperaHouse.org, and Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters are going to be coming to the Opera House May 21st. And I am very interested in finding out some information here on the Boxmasters. Last time you guys played in Kansas, I think it was in Salina, Kansas at the Stiefel Theater. And you guys had an incredible performance, and I always thought your presentation would be excellent in the McPherson Opera House because that is such a historic theater, and I'm glad you guys are going to be playing in McPherson. What brings you guys to McPherson May 21st, obviously besides a paycheck?
Well, you nailed it. I mean, honestly, I grew up not far from there, and I didn't know about the McPherson Opera House. And this is JD, by the way.
Yes.
There's all these historic theaters all across the country that are popping up that have been renovated and,
yes,
have concerts and shows in them now. And for a band like us, it's really a great time to be touring because there are so many other places to play that aren't just the big cities. And so a great place like that would be McPherson. And, I've always either driven by, stopped by, played golf in, or, just hung out around McPherson. And, just to jump to it, I'm from Gypsum, Kansas, which is...
Gypsum, Kansas, okay.
So southeastern Saline County, so just a touch north and a little east from McPherson. But, what is it, like 30 miles away?
Yeah, something like that.
Not very far away. So.
Well, and I'll tell you, the McPherson Opera House, JD, has quite the story. I remember when I was growing up in McPherson, they had thought about restoring this building for a million years, it seemed like, and they never could get anybody to get into gear to make it happen. And at one point, the city council and everyone in town, there was the sides of the people that wanted it torn down, and then there was the sides of the people that wanted it renovated. And so at one point, apparently the people that wanted it torn down were louder, and so they decided, okay, we're going to knock the building down. So they had a big old presentation where they even had a fat lady show up to sing. And if the fat lady would have sung, they would have knocked the damn building to the ground. Well, what's funny is fat lady didn't show up. And they had all these people out there, and they're like, well, the fat lady's not here. She didn't sing, so I guess it's not over. And then there was this giant effort to get the building restored, and they had their very first executive director, John Holacek, raised a ton of money, and they managed to get the whole thing restored. And it has been going strong for the last several years, and they have booked everybody you could possibly think of come through there. And I have been very fortunate to be able to either interview them on the radio or do video interviews with them at the building. And everyone just marvels when they walk into this restored theater, and they're like, they almost tore this thing down?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's great to hear. I mean, my mom sent me a text this morning saying she saw an ad for the concert on TV, and I was like, honestly, that's not something that most venues do these days. They just kind of rely on Facebook.
Oh, they promote like crazy. I can guarantee you.
We got TV commercials. This is great to hear.
Yes.
It's really exciting, and thankfully, I hear the show's been selling pretty well. So hopefully, everyone will jump on buying their ticket now before it's too late.
Well, and I'll tell you,
How close will they let you park to the building?
That's
an inside joke. Yeah.
They
into the bucktails now.
They literally will fill up the back parking lot, the front parking lot, and any parking lot in between. You guys are going to have a huge crowd. And JD, you probably are aware, being from that area, of McPherson All Schools Day, where they pack like 50,000 people into this tiny little town of McPherson for a parade and all these things. And I'll tell you, when you guys get there, it's going to be like a mini All Schools Day, because at the minute I heard this show was announced, there have been people from all over the state that either missed your performance at the Steeple or saw it and want to see you guys again. And the marketing is going to be insane for this thing.
Yeah, we've played a couple other places since the Steeple. We've played in Emporia, and we played in Arc City last tour, which was great because they have a new, another restored theater down there. And honestly, the best place, the place we look forward to playing most on our tours is in Kansas City at a place called Knuckleheads.
Yes, I know of Knuckleheads. That's a fantastic venue.
Yeah, so, that's one of our favorite places to play because so many people come out and see us there, and it's always just so much fun. We also played Hayes, which, was a little bit different, but my mom and dad went to college there, so it was fun for me. But Topeka? Yeah, we had a great show at Topeka, the Jayhawk Theater there in Topeka.
You know what's funny is
we played there. That was
John Halchek, who restored
he
restored the Opera House, and then he went on to kind of help restore the Jayhawk Theater. So that is cool that you guys played the Jayhawk.
Place. Yeah, so I mean, obviously that guy does great work. So
yes,
yeah, this is going to be a great night, and Southeast of Saline, I know, is going to represent. We're basically having a high school reunion there.
That's awesome. I think this is going to be a really fun time. Take me through, for people that haven't seen you guys before or have been living under a rock the last couple of years, what is a typical performance like? Kind of lay this out for me and give me a little bit of a preview of what people can expect May 21st at the Opera House.
Well, we're a 60s inspired rock and roll band. It's a 5-piece, 2 guitars, bass drums. Billy's out front as the lead singer. We just put out our 12th record called Help I'm Alive. And we've been whacking away at it for the last 16 years. And the great thing is that each tour and each record, we get a few more fans that show up, and the momentum behind us really feels great because we were having a great tour last summer that got cut short by COVID.
Yeah.
But then also, we've just kept at it long enough that it's strange that it really feels like we're a new band. We're just starting out, and it's just a constant, brand new thing, like getting out there and getting in front of new audiences who haven't seen us before. And so, it's really a lot of fun. But, we're basically a classic rock band that plays new original material.
Yes.
We don't do any covers. It's just all of our songs, and some of them are from the new record. Some are from songs we just wrote in the studio in the last couple months. Then there's songs from previous records that we put out over the last 8, 9, 10, 16 years. And, then there's a couple of songs from Billy's solo records from, when he, from his first or second solo record mostly. And we just, have a lot of stuff. But at the core of it, it's just a band of guys that sound like they grew up on the Beatles, the Beach Boys, the Byrds, and other classic rock acts.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. We have got some great guests with us today. Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters. They're going to be part of a huge show May 21st at the McPherson Opera House in downtown McPherson. It is going to be a fabulous show. So when you guys, and this is obviously, I'm joking here. Billy Bob Thornton, I've seen him in enough movies. He scares the hell out of me, so I'm not going to be giving him any trouble on this interview. But I have heard in the past when folks that have done acting, then they go out on the road and they do music. When they do these meet and greets, they don't talk to people. I can't believe that Billy Bob Thornton will not say hi to people when they do meet and greets at the end of the show.
What now? Oh, yeah, sorry. It's kind of hard to hear that last part.
I seen, and
yeah, well,
let me set this up. I seen Steve Martin and his band perform at the Stiefel Theater one time, and after the show was over with, they did a meet and greet. And people came by, and they were shaking hands, and they were talking to everybody, and they're like, great performance, my favorite song was this, blah, blah, blah. And Steve Martin didn't say a word, and he just nodded his head.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, why didn't he talk?
Yeah.
And his tour manager said, he doesn't open his mouth for less than $1,000. They're like, if you got $1,000, give it to him right now. He'll say hi to you. And so I can't believe
I'll talk to darn near anybody.
That's what I thought.
Matter of fact, the old joke about when you're a kid, you're so ugly that you had to tie a pork chop around your neck to get the dog to play with you. Sometimes I actually will pay people to talk to me. So
that's awesome.
But no, we're not. I mean, in all seriousness, we're not like that. We're pretty interactive. I mean, we've been touring out here for 15 years as this band.
Yes.
And we've been touring. JD and I toured. Even before the Boxmasters, and I've been touring since I was 16. So it's like I love the road, and I love playing in front of people, and so it's not a we wouldn't be out here if we didn't want to talk to anybody.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like we'd just say, hey, buy the record, but we'd rather you buy the record and come see us.
That's right. Now, JD mentioned that some of the music is a combination of your guys' releases and then some of your solo material. How do you mix that together when you guys do a typical performance? What is that like?
Well, it's not. There's hardly anything in my solo stuff. What it really is, it's 2 songs. We start our show with a song that my brother Jimmy, who passed away in 1988, he was a great songwriter, and out of tribute to him, we always start the show with a song he wrote called Emily, and we end the show with a song called Island Avenue that he wrote. And then
That's
in the
awesome.
middle, it's all Boxmasters songs that were written by me and JD. And but Emily and Island Avenue sound like Boxmaster songs anyway. It's not like they're different. I mean, it's not like you'll hear a song that sounds like James Taylor, and then one that sounds like Black Sabbath. Everything sounds like us. And as JD said, we get compared to people like Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and Big Star and people like that. It's original music, and we have, like I said, we have a great following all over the world.
Yes.
And then if we play in a place where we haven't played before, sometimes people will get the idea, maybe because I have 3 names, that we're a country or a country rock or something. And when they come, they're in for quite a shock, especially if they're in the front row.
That's awesome. That is great. So, what do you guys get as far as what kind of feedback do you get from people who either have never seen you perform live and then talk to you after the show, or people that have just heard the records and then seen you guys live? What is that reaction like?
Well, it's for the people who've heard have the records and are already fans who see us for the first time, I think they're just thrilled to hear those songs they've heard on the records. But I think this goes for any band. Live, you're a lot more high energy. I mean, it's a lot
kind of crazier sounding live than it is on records. I mean, you're trying to make a sonic product, on a record where it's you're going for a certain sound. But like if you hear, just about anybody on a record and then hear them live, it's just louder, wilder, more high energy usually.
That's awesome.
So I'd say that's the thing. Most people say, "Wow, I'm exhausted. That was a pretty high energy show." And it's not like we dance around like Mick Jagger, but it's the high energy anyway.
If you want to see this incredible show, McPhersonOperaHouse.org if you want to buy your tickets online, or you can buy them at the box office. This is going to be a huge, huge show, and they are also going to be there in support of their brand new record, "Help, I'm Alive." What has been the feedback from the fans regarding this new album?
I got to say, it's been. The reaction with our fans has always been good on the records, but this one here, you always hope that your latest record is going to be one that you can say yourself is your favorite, and the fans say that, And there, 2 or 3 songs off this new record we play live, and the response has been really, really terrific about the record and the songs that we play from it, and so we're real happy about that. And what's funny about it is we don't play the title track live. We play, some songs just aren't made for the band to play live. They don't translate as well.
Yes.
And so we play, in the show, we play a song called "You'll Never Be Mine," and we do one called "I Got a Girl." And what else, JD? Time? Oh, yeah, a song called "Time." And we do those live, and there's been really, really terrific response to those.
That's great. Now, you guys are out there, just touring and making towns, as they say. How has the music you guys put out done on the streaming services? Do people that are on Spotify and iTunes, do you notice?
They get it that way, but honestly, we sell most of our records at live shows and through the website, because we like to have physical products,
Yes.
It's and we actually sell vinyl of our records.
That's awesome. I was wondering if you guys did vinyl or not, because your music is perfect for vinyl.
Yeah, that's what we feel, and we love vinyl ourselves. And people are buying vinyl again, like more than since the old days. This is the most vinyl people have bought in a long, long time. So we always have a vinyl of our records, and we love that. So we sell CDs and vinyl, and then and this. We just found that our record is, this new record, "Help I'm Alive," is the 5th most added on Americana radio, which was nice. And,
that's great.
So it's doing very well. But we sell a lot of records actually live, at our shows. And then JD, who runs the website, because he's the only one with any brains in our duo here. Different. He has different kind of brains than I do, but he takes care of all that. I mean, we're kind of a mom and pop organization in a lot of ways. We don't have a lot of people who work for us. It's just we have a crew for the road, and we have the band, and then we have JD running our social media and website and everything, and a lot of people order stuff through it also.
That's great. Well, I am really looking forward to seeing you guys perform. It's going to be May 21st in McPherson, Kansas, McPhersonOperaHouse.org if you want to get your tickets, or you can buy them at the box office. And the Opera House is going full steam ahead on, opening back up with shows and doing some amazing things. And it's been an honor and a privilege to talk to you guys, and I look forward to chatting with you guys at the show. Thanks for making time. I know you guys are loading in and getting ready for the show tonight, but thank you.
Well, any old time, bud, and can't wait to see you over there, and we'll have another interview, and this time we can actually make faces at each other.
That's right, and people love doing that on the TV show, especially at me. So that's good.
JD just said he's going to do a Steve Martin impression, and not saying.
You know, we will have to work that into the to the mix. Well, thank you guys. It was an honor and a privilege. I'll talk to you guys May 21st in McPherson. Thank you, guys.
Sounds great. All right.
Appreciate it, gentlemen. Thank you. Have a good day. There they go, the Boxmasters. They're going to be part of the big show. Get your tickets, McPhersonOperaHouse.org for ticket information, as they say. And thanks to everybody with the McPherson Opera House. Look forward to it, and we will see you next time here on our big